What's up, guys? Welcome back. It's another studio podcast show. It's your girl, Princess Ray. I've got my co-host, Miss Harmony.
Hello, hello, hello.
You say it again.
Hi, everyone. Harmony here. It's such a great honor to be here. How's everyone doing?
There goes my girl. Y'all know she be having the best energy, so I had to let her, But y'all, I'm so excited. We have the man of the hour, and I'm gonna actually let him introduce himself because, number one, I don't want to mess it up. Number two, you're just a great, amazing person. I just want you to introduce yourself so people can fully know who you are.
Hi, everyone. My name is Dr.Ogunrinde. I am a cosmetic dentist here in Houston. I just started my practice, which is Visionary Smiles. So, yes, I'm glad to be here. It's enormous to meet this amazing two co-hosts here. So, yeah, it's supposed to be a great time here. Thank you.
Perfect. That's the word I was looking for, cosmetic dentist. Y'all. He can fix your smile.
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. First of all, it's so many people out here looking for veneers, looking for like you said earlier, golds in their mouth. Yep. You're gonna be the new Johnny Dang. Oh and he was except for he not a doctor. You the real doctor, So what was it like, discovering that you actually wanted to be a dentist? Was that like your first profession that you chose, or did you choose something before?
Oh, well, that's a good question. Growing up where I grew up, there are three professions that you could generally be, which is either be a doctor, a lawyer, or an engineer. Those were the three things that you are forced to do. Mm-hmm. So mine was supposed to be a medical doctor, MD, but tons of events, made me go into dentistry. It was not what I planned, but, and it's something I've fallen in love with for, practicing.
Wonderful. Yes. So you love what you do.
Absolutely.
Obviously, because you went ahead and started your own practice.
Yes.
The name one more time?
Visionary Smiles.
Visionary Smiles. Yes. Where are we located?
We're in Stafford, Texas.
Oh. Perfect, y'all. So it's not going to be hard to find him.
No, it's not.
We know Stafford is really small. So type Visionary Smiles. Mm-hmm. Go check our new doctor out because he's definitely going to be mine.
Mine and everyone else that's viewing this. Just make sure, we began to go see him and support him. And I really just wanted to go back a little bit, being from Africa and you just having this beautiful success story, because Africa Diaspora is so proud of you. Like, how did you make it happen? Because I do know when we do certain things back home, by the time that you come back here, they do make you go back to school and like credit yourself all over again. So how has that journey been, honestly, you being a practitioner here in the U.S.?
It's not been easy, but, I was a dentist in Nigeria before I came over here. And then I practiced for 6 years, but, mm-hmm. As someone who pursue excellence, I wanted to be the best at what I do. And I know that I needed training. And the training I needed can only be found in the U.S. So that started my journey, moving to the U.S. to get trained. And, I got here, I had to write exams, a lot of exams.
Right.
I had to go back to dental school, even though I was already a dentist, but it was needed,
So exactly what I'm hearing is you literally had to become a dentist twice.
Yes.
How much schooling did you have to do back home versus here?
So back home, you needed to do a 6 years program in the college. And after that, you do 1 year of internship. And after that, you do another 1 year of national service, so altogether 8 years in Nigeria. And after that, I practiced for 6 years. So it was quite a number of times that I was doing dentistry. But, I came over here, wrote exam, went back to dental school to be a dental student, which was a tough one,
Mm-hmm. Harder than back home? Which one was harder?
Because at this point, you were dealing with two things. One, you're dealing with the fact that you used to be a dentist, but now you're a student.
Right.
You used to do things on your own, but now someone has to tell you what to do. And apart from that, now I am in an environment that I'm not used to. I'd never been educated in America before, but then I came into the top program. So it was tough. adjusting. But of course, I did what I needed to do. So yeah.
Which one of the universities did you study at?
Rutgers in New Jersey.
Oh, okay. Yes. So you didn't originally come to Houston at all?
No, I went to New Jersey.
How long have you been in this city?
But family has always been in Houston. So when I came, I was in Houston, but then I went to school because that was where I got admission.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so Houston has always been home since I moved, yes.
Yeah, that is wonderful. Go ahead.
That's awesome. No, I was just going to say, like, knowing how excellent you are and obviously you having passion, I believe in every industry, if someone is going to be involved in anything, it takes heart. And to already know that your heart is in this to the point where you literally left whatever hospital you were going to and you took the responsibility to just start your own practice and actually serve not only the community and just like obviously give back through your works. So we already know that's what separates you from the rest. So I'm not even going to ask you like, what makes you different from them because you've already covered that. But I do want to know your feedback, like, when others are doing the same practice as you, but they're doing it like in their basements or people are flying to Turkey and wherever they're going overseas just to kind of like get a downgrade of it because they rather save a coin. Like, what's your feedback on that? What's your take?
What can I tell you? I mean, people go to places to have work done, but I would just advise that you should be doing whatever you're doing on your body with somebody who is well trained, who is experienced, because you don't want people to practice on you. And that's what I can say. People go to Colombia, go to Turkey, and then when they are messed up, they come back to us.
Yeah.
And at this point, it may be too bad to fix, or we may have to be, trying to get. But what I would say is that stay here. Your body is your number one priority. So if you're going to invest in it, you should go to the right person. So
right, which is what's taken me so long. Trying to figure out who I'm going to go to, so now I know who I'm going to go to.
I got you.
Mm-hmm. Hey, look, he said, I got you. He definitely got me, y'all. Let me get this little bag, and I promise you, I'm going to visit him in Stafford. That's actually one of my favorite places in Houston. I actually, kind of grew up. In Stafford.
Cool.
Well, Sugarland. But it's like the same.
So your borderland, Missouri, Sugarland, Stafford, So
you just opened up Visionary Smiles. Like how long ago? Like just or?
10 months in.
Period.
Wow. Yes.
So what is a day in the life of a dentist?
Wow. That's a loaded question.
And we want to know. I mean, because there might be some viewers out there that are probably watching with their parents and been telling, Mommy, I want to be a dentist. Well, what does the dentist do all day?
So are you asking for someone who has just opened a practice or just as a dentist in general?
A dentist in general, because you've been doing it for years. We want to know for sure. Okay,
so a normal day is people schedule to come see you. Usually it will be patient that you already had a treatment plan for, and then they're just coming in to follow up what you already planned. Or it could be new patients who, they are coming to see you for the first time and they have all these expectations that you have to, meet. So, I mean, you have it depends on the practice setup, but I used to work in a corporate dentistry where I saw sometimes 30, 40 patients a day. So those kind of practice is heavy, it's intensive, and, but you have to go in there. You have 4 columns of patients. Sometimes it's new patient, patient who are continuing treatment, patient who need cleaning, and then sometimes it's other patients who need maybe dental work or, just extraction or post-op, different things. So life of it, sometimes I walk through breaks. Most times I eat maybe after work, like maybe 5, 6 p.m. during the day. So it's intensive. Yes.
Okay. So you do cosmetics as far as like at Visionary at your location, but do you offer like other services like extractions, like the basics before we get into the actual makeovers?
Good question. So to tell you, my favorite procedure is not even cosmetic, it's root canal.
Your favorite?
Yes.
Why?
Because I love to save teeth in general.
Okay.
Pulling tooth is the last thing I want to do, unless if it's needed to people. Like wisdom teeth, we do that. But I like to give a chance to so a lot of people come to me when some dentists have told them, pull this teeth, and then I'm like, you know what, we can fix this, and I fix it, and I have a lot of stories like that. So that's why I love root canal. And then we do cleanings, we do fillings, we do implants, we do dentures. So we give Botox. So it's a lot.
Like legit Botox, or you just saying like you give Botox for the mouth?
Legit Botox. But most people have grind in their sleep. And that's when their muscles hyperfunction. That means that when you're sleeping, your muscles are not sleeping. Most people go through, and it's stress that causes that. So you need a little bit of Botox to rest those muscles. Wow. Yeah, so that's some of the things we do.
Yeah, I've never heard of that before, honestly. You are enlightening us, and honestly, y'all, this is another reason why you should definitely go visit this office and allow him to be your dentist for you and your family, because there is heart and there is care, and he is working with truth and honesty, like literally trying to save the tooth. And that brings me to this question, because a smile in someone's mouth is so sensitive, and I know a lot of people, like you doing the makeovers, I'm sure you see their reactions, and like you're constantly changing lives. To me, my question is like, how do you do it? Because people would what am I trying to say here? Like, say for example, if my mouth was tore up, like I would have such a hard time to come into your office, because I would already be embarrassed, right? Mm-hmm. Because I'm already like, hold up, like I'm jacked up. Going into your office, like how do you make the individuals feel at home? Because blood levels already up, embarrassment, guilt, shame, all kinds of things are taking place. Like, how do you meet that when you meet someone that is clearly like not secure in their smile?
So one thing about me is that I have a heart for people. Mm-hmm. I see potentials in people. So when they come, I see what they can be, and that's what drives me. I see that, and sometimes people are like, oh, my mouth is too bad, I don't want to see. I'm like, you know what, I've seen a lot. And I know that you are coming here, I won't leave you the way you have come. So that pushes me to want to be like, you know what, let's go and see where you can be. So that drives me.
Yes, that's beautiful. A doctor with compassion, empathy, and just emotional intelligence. Like,
have you ever done any free work? I mean, let's ask.
Yeah, like giving back and stuff.
Yeah, have you ever
That's a good question. So, one of the reasons, or the major reason why I got into the U.S. was because I did mission works while I was yet in Africa. I'd gone to different countries going to do mission-free dental works. And when the person at the embassy asked me that, you did all of this, I said, okay, we will give you visa into the U.S. So I do free work, if you ask.
You have. And I'm glad I asked, because now people really know that your heart is in this. You're not just doing it for the money. Mm-hmm. You're not just doing it to say, hey, I'm a doctor. No. You're doing it because you actually care about saving people's lives. Yeah. And I love that question you asked, Harmony, because like I said, I need some work. That's one of my issues too, is like the embarrassment. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Why did I let myself get this far?
To this point, yeah.
But and then it's gonna cost me a bag. That's what I'm saying. I'm literally saving a bag. Trust me, I'm gonna come to you just because of this interview. Like, I just feel like I'm comfortable enough, and you won't go to nobody. We have Dr. Confidentiality agreement, right? Okay. I'm telling you, my mouth is. We need some work.
And just to add, chipping. Everybody think that you have to have a lot of money before you can. No, it's not necessary. If you have a job, if you have a source of income, we have financing options. So
really? Because Mint Dentistry didn't give me no financial options.
We do.
That's amazing.
They told me, hey, in order for us, this is all the work you need. And in order for us to go ahead and proceed with you, this is how much you need to come up with. And my insurance wasn't even trying to cover the 80%.
Yeah,
wow.
So that is amazing. So that definitely sets your practice apart from other practices, because you actually have a payment plan that people can work with.
Yes. Thank you.
Visionary Smiles, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Stafford, Texas, y'all. I'm just saying.
Let's go.
That is wonderful. Miss Harmon, do you have anything to add?
I mean, that is wonderful, because my next thing was going to actually dive into your question too, because it's like, you know, some of us in the communities, I mean, unemployment rates are high. You know, some of us, especially us colored people, you know, not trying to throw us under the bus, but some of us don't have insurance. Some of us don't even know the process. So like, can someone that's not even you know how like some car places, they're like, credit, no credit, just come on in. So is that the same with you too? Like, whether if I have insurance, so I don't even know what I'm doing, but I come in there, do you guide the process? Like, do you show us how to acquire whatever it is that we may need that we may not have at the time? Or?
Yes. And like you said, most people who come, they are people who, you know, they need the dental work, but they may not necessarily have the money. But we try to guide them to show them that, you know, there's these financing options. Some of them don't even like look critically like at your credit score. They just want to know that you have something going, like you're working, and then you can honestly maybe pay monthly over some time to cover, and then they give you the money. Of course, there will be a little bit of interest, but you know, we are able to save, you know, get the work done, and then you live in health while you're paying.
Okay, that's awesome. Wonderful. So what about the insurance part though? Like,
what type of insurance do you accept? PPO, HMO,
any kind? Like,
I take most insurances, but not HMO. HMO is, I've worked with HMOs in the past, but it's a lot because they just don't really want to pay, and dentistry is not cheap, it's expensive.
Exactly.
Yes. And one other question, because, you know, it wouldn't be righteous if I didn't ask for the spiritual community, because, you know, dentistry also involves a lot of fluoride. I do have to ask you this because there's such like a negative view around fluoride, because, you know, we know that it classifies as a pineal gland, which is like the seeding of consciousness, right? So a lot of people are looking into toothpaste that's fluoride free. Honestly, I use fluoride free toothpaste, but I'm not really too like knowledgeable on why fluoride is extra dangerous except for that. So can you dive deeper into the people that like don't mess with fluoride, and can you like educate us on what that is exactly?
Okay, so the training I have in dental school, which also I've researched, is that fluoride is a natural occurring element in nature. So, and then there was a community where they found out that so many kids were having cavities, like people were in pain, people were losing their teeth. It was bad. They have caries is the word. And they found out that when they put fluoride in the water for that community, the incidence of cavities went down rapidly.
Wow.
Like people started having good teeth, people were not losing their teeth. So over the time, it has been discovered that fluoride strengthens the teeth.
Okay.
And that could be true, because let me tell you something. Once I realized that I was losing teeth, I started brushing more. Like I literally brush at least like 5 times a day. And I do not use fluoride-free toothpaste, okay? I use Colgate. So that is an important fact.
But there's a caveat, you know. So everything that's in excess is bad too. So if there's excess of fluoride, it causes a condition called fluorosis, which instead of making the teeth strong, now it makes the teeth weaker. It gives a bad color to the teeth, which you notice that some people have bad color in their teeth, and it's from it could be from fluorosis. So
from over brushing 5 times a day.
No, not over brushing.
Whatever. My teeth are not even yellow. I had a cavity, and things like that.
So talking about the pineal gland and all that, the pineal is still a research ongoing, because pineal gland makes melatonin, which helps to regulate waking and sleeping. But it's not taking toothpaste with fluoride is very limited. Because in fishes, in black tea, there's so many things that they are fluoride that is even more than toothpaste, and we eat this thing. So
that's true.
I don't think.
I'd rather brush my teeth 5 times a day than have bad breath.
And also, talking about brushing 5 times a day, there's a thing called overbrushing. Would you believe that?
I can definitely believe that.
If there is fluorisis or whatever.
I eat, I'm gonna floss. I'm gonna I feel like you have to. Is that bad? Like
no. So I'm going straight. Brushing is a mechanical activity. What it means is that there's friction, there's rubbing. And when you constantly rub something like 5 times a day, every day,
You sand it down.
yes.
Okay.
And that's what we see a lot. People come in, we see them in sensitivities. Their teeth are being, worn down because they're overbrushing.
Yeah.
So what's the proper frequency of the day to brush your teeth?
People say twice, and from people that I've seen brush twice, sometimes they overbrush. 1 time is good.
What?
Yep.
1 time is good.
What?
1 time is good.
Are you sure?
Yes, but if
Because
you're
that was
gonna-
my first routine when I was a kid.
You
I was
may
like,
not be
Mommy says brush your teeth. I'm going to brush my teeth before I
you may not
Right,
be
before
doing
that
it
too.
effectively though.
Wow.
And the best time to brush is after you eat. Do you get so?
Why is that?
Because once you eat, you have a lot of debris in your mouth, and you don't want to leave them there. Because when you leave debris on your teeth for longer, it attracts bacteria.
Okay.
Bacteria will work on those things, and the byproduct is acid. And acid, because stay on your teeth would break down your teeth, cause cavities and stuff like that. So if after eating you brush, that's good. Then the question is now, but I eat more than once a day. But of course, that's when we know, do you brush? Usually I would say brush after eating in the morning. And then maybe evening, you could brush again, but it's not necessary. You can use mouthwash, you can rinse your mouth up, and stuff like that, so that you can avoid overbrush.
Crazy.
But really quick, so, okay, excuse me. So it's like, so you're saying you can brush once a day, but then you're also talking about the debris and all of
You
that
could
stuff.
floss.
So
Flossing is good.
Okay, and then just wash, rinse with
rinse
with
your
water.
mouthwash,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Mouthwash is good.
It's good.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, because just like growing up in America, like they teach us to like brush, floss, floss. You know what I'm saying? And now we have a real doctor who's been practicing for probably longer than a lot of you doctors, and he's literally telling us, "Hey, this is the proper way to do it."
And I was not taught this in school, but I found this from
Through
practice.
research and practice.
Yes,
Exactly.
Practice.
So let's talk about business, okay? Because we've been talking a lot about, actually the craft and the perfection of like what you do. But as far as business, since you did just start a new business, how has it been? Like, what is the journey for you?
Wow. Well, let me start from the positive so that I just...
Let me start with the positive. Wait, positives or negatives first?
What do you
Let's
think?
start there.
So it's a joy. It's fulfilling. Now I go to work very happy. I go to work dressed up really good because, it's my passion. And then I set up that space in a way that I want to practice. Before now, all the practice I've done, I've worked for people, they set up space, you apply for a job, you come in and just work where somebody created. But now I created the space.
Amen.
So when I come in, I'm happy. I have the staff that I want. I have things the way I want it. So practice is a joy. But other than that, it's tough. It's tough in that this is a startup. It's tough in that every patient I get, I fight for it.
You fight for them.
Yes.
Wow.
Because, most people buy practices, or when you go somewhere, they already have patients. Yeah, people come to you. But now I'm out here trying to let people know there's this spot,
Wow.
Yeah, so.
That is a good, because I used to work in healthcare. So like my mom had her own healthcare administration, well, not healthcare, her own skilled nursing and non-skilled nursing practice. But then we had sold it once, the business got big. But I grew up as her administrative assistant, and when she bought the business, she literally bought it with patience, like you just said. But you literally have to fight and grind to get, y'all.
Yeah, stop.
Make Dr. B the new Johnny Dang. That's all I'm saying. Before the end of the year, by the grace of God, I will be his one of his clients, and trust me, I'm gonna be go to Visionary Smiles. For real.
Seriously, yeah.
Because you're not, and then you didn't even buy a franchise. You literally was like, I'm gonna start my own practice. What about licensing and things like that? How long did it take you to acquire those?
It's tough too. It's long too because there are processes. You have to apply for everything. Like you have to, even creating the space. The city got to approve. Because they need to know what you're doing. They need to come and check it and see if it is safe, if you follow guidelines, And apart from that, the dental profession too, you have to let them know that, okay, this is a practice coming up. They have to come and check it. So there's a lot of things that involve.
Did you apply for any grants and funding, or did you use your life savings?
No, there's hardly any grant for healthcare professionals or healthcare in general because they just feel like there's money, people make money, so they
and you're gonna build an insurance company, so why are you asking us? Yeah.
So it was savings and then loan from the bank.
That's wow.
Yeah. And another challenge starting a practice that I just want to mention that is that what's the word now? I think it just came my mind now.
And you know what? I gave you a nickname without asking, but can I call you Dr. B? Is that okay?
Dr. O.
Dr. O, period.
Yeah, I was going, what was it? Starting a practice. Okay, yeah, so bills. Yeah, so now I'm starting a practice because before now I used to work for people 5 days a week, guaranteed. I make money 5 days a week. And then now I start my own practice, no patients. I'm paying more bills now, I'm making less money.
The patients are on the way.
Amen.
They're on their way.
Amen. I see them.
They're on their way.
Definitely.
So yeah, it's tough. But of course, the dream of, because I have mentors, I have those who have started before me, and then they keep saying, you know what, it's going to get better.
Of course. You're going to get to the point where other people will be buying franchises of Visionary Smiles. Everybody has to start, sadly, from the bottom up or at entry level, and you just work your way up. But you look, you're at a better position than a lot of other people, right? Because you're already at your practice.
That's perspective.
Now you just got to keep on grinding. You've been doing the work. God has been helping you this entire way. Yeah, you'll be fine. Well,
you're living in your dreams. Now it's just time to maintain it, and all the sources are going to come. They're all going to, whatever it is that you need is just going to show up effortlessly because you're showing up every day. And honestly, I wanted to ask you, with so much love and care that you pour into the business, you have a family, you have a staff, you have patients that come in there. Everyone kind of has is pulling you left and right, the bills, this and all of these things. So we know the business, we know how you started and everything. But another thing, it's how do you unwind? How do you release all of those energies around you and things of that nature? How do you rejuvenate? How do you, because you don't even look like everything that we just talked about. Really, though, you look amazing.
Looks like it costs $300.
I mean, how do you do it? What's the secret here? What do you do to really, I guess, rejuvenate yourself?
So like I said, I am a people person. I love people. So I love to hang out where people are. So that's for me, it's therapeutic. So you catch me hanging out a lot. Usually, maybe weekends, I'll be outside. And also I use that to network and meet people and tell them what's going on. But also, it's kind of seeing people, it's therapeutic for me.
Okay, Dr. O. So Dr. O has a life as well, even though he's a businessman. Yes. So take notes, ladies and gentlemen. You can still, do recreational things. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Dr. O. I'm amazed. I was a little bit nervous. Here we got a doctor coming through. I'm like, Lord Jesus. But you are amazing. Thank you. Before we go, I just want you to just kind of shout your business out again. Let them know where they can find you and how they can, come to you.
Okay. Hello everyone. I'm the privileged founder of Visionary Smiles at Stafford, Texas. It's a beautiful spot. It's a dream place for me. I didn't even build it for patients. I built it for myself because this has been in the dreams for more than 15 years. So I created a space is for experience. When I mean experience, when you come in, we have welcoming staff who are going to attend to you, find out what you need, and they're going to take care of you. And apart from the staff, I've gone through, paying to get the best dental chairs around. I've got high-grade X-ray equipment. I got a massage chair in there to relax you while you're filling paperwork. So, everywhere is really good, and it's at no extra charge because I want people to come in, have a good time, have a great dental work done, and then come back and tell people. So come
So
check
the
us
massage chair has no, you don't have to pay.
No.
It's free, y'all.
Yeah, we don't gotta put.
So just come for the massage chair and get your teeth whitened.
One more thing.
Okay.
While you're in there, we serve you, if you want water, juice, mimosa, whatever you want. Our fridge is stocked.
Oh, yes.
And our kids section, beautiful. I have an elevator in the roof. I have pads for kids to play. We have things on the wall that they can, stimulate your brain. So if you have kids, bring them.
Yeah.
You can forget
Don't need
them.
a babysitter, no.
They will be thoroughly entertained while you do dental work. So all
That
of
is wonderful.
Yes.
I knew Dr. O was going to be the new Johnny
seriously.
Tang of Houston, Texas. That's what I'm talking about,
For
y'all.
real.
Go to Visionary Smiles
Thank you.
in Stafford, Texas. Just visit him, just get a consultation. He will help you genuinely because this is what he loves to do. He will genuinely help you get your smile back, which is what I'm going to come for, you know.
Yeah.
And thank you guys for tuning in. Again, I'm Princess Ray.
And I am Harmony.
And this was another studio podcast show. Thank you again.